Welcome back to Destructive News. News, no matter how destructive. And we have here a young man, age 19, out of Dallas, Joshua Mora. So the thing with Joshua Mora is this name is extremely common in this community. So I wasn't really able to find anything on Facebook. I believe I found him, but he looks so similar to all of the other people with the same name. I'm just gonna leave that out of it for now. But we're gonna mark this one and probably revisit it later just to see how the charges go down. All right. So what is this person accused of? Well, they're saying within 60 minutes, this 19-year-old robbed 6 businesses. Aggravated robbery to be exact. Let's take a look at the sentiment here from the community or the people connected to the news story here on Facebook. Wow, he was a busy little fella. Probably wouldn't have worked as hard if he had a real job. Can't disagree with that. Should have got a job instead. The businesses are robbing us more. So we've got a sympathizer here. Of course, they're, they've got their page to private, so you can't see they're sympathizing with criminals. He should have put in an application instead. His mama is gonna miss him. So I don't think he's gonna do a bunch of time, honestly, Mr. Archer. But maybe you're. I'm wrong. Hopefully, I'm wrong. Good job, kid. Eat the rich. Another sympathizer. Wow, freaking crazy. Get a real job, punk. I just told my daughter yesterday it's good. It's getting ready to get bad. Sorry, ma'am, but it is already bad. Like people getting robbed in broad daylight, and here you have it. This has been happening for a while, ma'am. I don't know where you've been. We're used to it. We're used to it over there, Wild West. Amen. Yes, but I wanted to do hood rat stuff with my friends. He must have been watching Animal Kingdom. LOL. I think that's a television show about crime, like a crime family. Prison time. What's a good story? What a good story. The end. I don't know. Might not even go to prison. Wonder why he did it, though. Why does it even matter? Right now, we're about to see a man break a world record. He moves quick. No one likes to show off. Good job. Little overachiever. He needs guidance, not a life sentence. Shaking my head. This guy is a sympathizer, and dude's not going to get anywhere near a life sentence. Calm down. It's all about making that GTA. If only he put that energy into being useful rather than being a thug. Yeah, he rocked and rolled hard. Oh, he with the ish. That guy needs a job. He gets things done. So basically in the climate of America today, jobs are available pretty much anywhere. I mean, if you want to get a job out there and you don't really care about the work that you're doing, you can go and get one. The problem is these kids don't want to do that. They would rather just get a gun, put it to your face, and take what you've worked hard for. So reasons why I'm covering this is 1, it's destructive. 2, I'm also very curious about how we are going to be treating criminals that are young, do really bad things, put a lot of people's lives at risk, and also use a firearm, since firearms are very popular right now. So let's take a look at the story if we can.
If you're looking for more from your vacation, you can find it in...
Oh, we're going to get ads, of course. That's how that works. We'll get through the ads here. I also do have the penal code out of the Texas law for robbery. Let's take a listen here.
19-year-old arrested for holding up 6 businesses in less than an hour, hugged his first victim and apologized.
Police say Joshua Mora would go on to rob 5 other Northeast Dallas businesses. One of the victims, who was held at gunpoint, snapped photos of the car she and police say Mora was driving, and then she called the cops.
Nissan Altima.
Peyton Yeager, live with what the victim had to say. Peyton.
That Nissan Altima Energy.
Behind me at the Dallas County Jail facing multiple aggravated robbery charges. And Dallas police say he used the same tactic at all 6 businesses. Pulled out a handgun, demanded money, and then took off in a matter of minutes.
I was standing right here. Then I just grabbed some of the money and gave it to him.
Friday, Isaka Balagu is back at work after being robbed just 24 hours prior. The Easy Shop employee says the first thing he thought of while being held at gunpoint, his children.
I was just like,
Didn't want to die.
take whatever you want.
Balagu key in helping Dallas police catch 19-year-old Joshua Mora during an apparent 6-stop crime spree, collecting close to $2 grand in cash. Dallas police say Mora was dressed in the same clothing at all 6 locations: a pink bucket hat, a dark-colored Vans sweatshirt, dark-colored pants, and white Crocs. 8:42 a.m. Dallas police say Mora's first stop was a Walgreens near the intersection of Royal and Abrams. In less than 5 minutes, Mora pulled out a black semi-automatic handgun and demanded money from an employee. Mora allegedly hugged the employee and apologized before taking off. 8:50 a.m. police say Mora was seen on surveillance entering the Exxon 7-Eleven next door. 9:14 a.m. police say Mora drove across the street to the Easy Shop where he encountered Balagu.
He come in front of me, put the gun out. He said, well, give me the money. Then I said, I don't have the money. The money is in the ATM. He said, no, you have the money here. So we talked about a few minutes. He said, well, I'm not going to hurt you. Just give me the money.
Balagu says he handed Mora $180 and then took a big sigh of relief.
I ran over and I took the picture of the license.
While on the line with 911,
Ultima.
the Easy Shop employee snapped these photos on his phone, catching a vehicle description and a clear shot of the license plate. In the meantime, police say Mora targeted 3 more businesses. 9:22 a.m. police say he held a female employee at gunpoint inside a 7-Eleven near Abrams and Skillman. 4 minutes later, Mora was spotted
Crazy.
entering a vape shop in the same strip center. Lastly, at 9:42 a.m., police say he robbed a nearby Quick Trip. As Mora was trying to leave, a Dallas police officer pulled him over. In the car, police found a black handgun, stolen cash, and drug paraphernalia.
Looks
Mora
like a Smith &
denied
Wesson.
being on drugs during his interview with police, but investigators say he was acting erratic. Detectives noticed he was unable to sit still and even put his clothes in the toilet when allowed to use the restroom. Mora then was transferred to the Dallas County Jail. Mora's brother told police Mora did not have a history with drugs or any type of medical condition. The brother also told investigators his handgun and his vehicle was missing Thursday morning. The brother also told police the 2 brothers had spent the night at a family member's house, and that house is near the Walgreens, which was his first target. Steve and Heather, back to you.
All right, Peyton, thanks.
So, I want to talk about the gun. Looked to be a Smith & Wesson. Let's close that. Looked to be a Smith & Wesson handgun. The weird thing is, I actually own that firearm. Not that particular one, but one like it. I own that, and I did not know they made those stick mags. It looked like an ETS stick mag, but it didn't look like that magazine went with the gun. So I'm weird. I'm gonna have to do some more research on that. But this guy caused a lot of damage in this community, right? So he's supposedly sleeping over a family member's house with his brother. He stole his brother's Ultima. He stole his brother's gun, and he had a magazine, an extended magazine that looks like it went to a Glock and not that handgun. Don't know what that's about. Maybe he doesn't know a bunch about firearms, but that's what makes this even more dangerous. So we'd like to talk about handgun crimes, gun crimes, and how we need to pass gun control to end this stuff, right? And I'm going to try to do my best in every story to highlight how ineffective and pointless gun control laws are. So, this brother, assuming he owns this firearm legally, went through the proper procedures to acquire said firearm. He is over his family's house. Of course, any responsible person, especially a person in Texas, is going to have firearms with them. They're going to conceal carry, open carry, whatever you do. I do the same thing. I keep my firearm secure by keeping my firearm on body at all times, not talking about it, telling people that I have it, etc., etc. Again, this doesn't keep you 100% safe or victim proof, but it goes a long way if a person doesn't know you have a gun. Now, the fact that these two are brothers kind of makes it difficult for him to conceal a firearm from his own brother. I would definitely do that if I did have a brother, because I would expect people to do things like that. Steal your possessions. That's what people do. So he needed money. Don't really know what for. Honestly, don't care. He might be personally trying to build up this, I had an episode, a mental illness thing. I don't buy any of that stuff. You're not going through the great lengths of doing these crimes, putting other people's lives at risk, just to cop out and say, you had a mental illness problem. No. So let's go over what he did. Let's take a look at the news story. Inside, they said he's at the jail. He was standing right there. He robbed 5-6 places. The three things I want to put up there. One, the shop owner, the gentleman who was at the Easy Smart, whatever they call it. He has a family. He's working a job to help pay for his family. This guy comes in with a gun, points it to him, and he's instantly in fear of his life. That's tough. People really overlook things like that. Could you imagine? Just think about it. One of your loved ones, someone that you love dearly, your wife, she works at a store, or not even works at the store, just happens to be in the store, getting something, getting you a coffee, bringing you a candy bar. She's in there. Some guy comes in, puts a gun in her face. I tell you, that is the moment where that woman's life, or that loved one, or that man's life changes forever. And I'm going to go out here and say it. If it's a woman, usually going to be a bigger deal for that person. They are never going to live that moment down. That moment is going to be with them for the rest of their life. It is going to change the way they view the world, the way they interact with the world and the people in it, including loved ones, including you. If this is your wife, if this is your girlfriend, she's different now. Now your life is affected. And this guy did this to several people in a span of an hour. Not only did he violate the businesses and take money, but he stole and robbed the innocence of the people that he encountered along the way. And let's take a look at Texas, the state of Texas, and their aggravated robbery. Section 29.03, aggravated robbery. A person commits an offense if he commits robbery as defined in Section 29.02. And it goes back and references this right here. Intentionally, knowingly, or recklessly causing bodily injury to another, or intentionally or knowingly threatens or places another in fear of imminent bodily injury or death. An offense under this section is a felony of the second degree. That's robbery. That's what they say. It is robbery in the course of committing a theft. All right. Aggravated robbery. A person commits an offense if he commits robbery as defined above, which we just read here. And he, I like how they put he, like women can't do this, causes serious bodily injury to another, uses or exhibits a deadly weapon. So this is where it becomes aggravated robbery. He used a firearm, or causes bodily injury to another person, or threatens or places another person in fear of imminent bodily injury or death if the other person is 65 years of age or older, or a disabled person. An offense under this section is a felony of the first degree. In this section, disabled person means an individual with a mental, physical, or developmental disability who is substantially unable to protect himself from harm. So this law is based on, this modifier is based on the fact that a person is unable to protect themselves. And I know the law written in Texas is very gender based, which is really weird. But what they're saying is they believe that you are not able to defend yourself if you're 65 years of age or older, disabled, mental, physically, or developmentally. You are unable to defend yourself or protect yourself from harm. This is an important aspect here because this sets you up for the ability to defend yourself or protect yourself from a violent crime. So what they're saying in this law is a reasonable person pretty much has the right to protect themselves from all of this stuff. And I'm pretty sure a lot of the other states in this country don't really have the laws written that way, but in Texas, that's how it works. You have an expectation to defend yourself in Texas. Whenever something like this happens, people in Texas kind of like to put the blame on the person that the thing is happening to, and unjustly and wrongfully so. I don't believe that everyone must or has the ability to engage threats. And by me saying that, I'm not naive. I don't believe that the people that do have that ability should be limited in any capacity. If you put my life at danger, if you put my loved one, my wife, my girlfriend at risk of having her life changed forever, I have the right to end you before or after the fact, but of course during the commission of the crime. A lot of people don't believe that. A lot of people believe that we all should just be victims, being victimized. We're better than that. We should be able to go on with our lives as normal, even though that's not true. And then we should show forgiveness to the person that victimized us. No, that's not what we do here. We defend ourselves. So, Mr. Joshua Mora, I hope that they throw the book at you. I hope they use all of the evidence that they have to charge you with these crimes 6x, and that you don't get to do them at the same time. They space them out, and you spend the next 30 years thinking about what you've done and the people that you've changed and hurt forever. Thank you for checking out that channel. Hit that like, hit the share and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.